Last year came to a disappointing end for UE, finishing with a loss to eventual state champs Maine Endwell in the section finals. The good news, the Spartans no longer in their way in Class A, and tonight, kicking things off with Norwich visiting Ty Cobb Stadium, and the Purple Tornadoes strike first, but back come the Tigers. Mike Cheslock breaking free for the 13-yard touchdown scamper. We're tied up at 7 apiece. Flash to the end of this half. It's the same score in the last play of the half, and it's Joe Orlando throwing it up, and Nick Yasensky bringing it down and getting in for the score, 13-7 after the missed extra point, and that's where UE takes it into the locker room. Second half, more the same. Cheslock with another big run, but he fumbles as he spins down. Yasensky, Johnny on the spot as he picks it up and takes it in for the score. Tigers, it was that kind of day, 28-7. They win. To another Class A team, Horseheads visiting Elmira. This one all about the Express. Picking it up in the second half. Elmira up big and looking to add on. Eric Williams kicks it outside and gets the ball all the way down to the 3. Couldn't quite get into the end zone. Next play, though, is Jerry McPeak. He didn't have any trouble. He scores 28-0 Express. The cheerleaders getting a workout in this one. Lots of push-ups. Later in the third quarter, it's McPeak again, this time from a little further out. But it'd be the same result. Another touchdown. Horseheads would get on the board late, but it's not enough as Elmira runs away with the opener, 52-8. A big way to start the year.
It's real exciting, and you know, these kids put in a lot of hard work, and you know, a lot of time went into it. So it's good to see our effort pay off with a win week 1.
Forks last season. Now we're going to go check out Chenango Forks. Forks was embarrassed by Unitigo. This year the Blue Devils looking for a little revenge. Their defense stout. Here on 3rd and long, Jack Barnett comes up with the sack, and the Spartans forced to punt. On offense now, which already up 28-0, and they're fluid. Even working a few pass plays. Not something you see with Forks very often. Second half as Unitigo, as they get in for the score. Unitigo able to get an INT here. But in the fourth quarter, still 28-0 Forks, and they put this one to bed. Forks gets their revenge. They win 35-6. The Newark Valley, they hope they'll have what it takes to be one of the better teams in Section 4. Well, when you have Mason Schutz under center, you're going to be pretty good regardless. First play from scrimmage, Schutz goes over the top to Devlin. I like to run far. Yes, his name is Devlin Farr. 65 yards for the touchdown. Cardinals lead 7-0. And on defense, Newark Valley pretty strong as well. Check out Larry Kazmarsik getting the interception. Newark Valley opens up with a shutout against Lansing, 38-0. Harpersville now hosting Spencer Van Etten. SBE up 14-0 at the half, third quarter. Andrew Kimmel grabbing the first down on the 40-yard run. The drive would end a few plays later, though. Fourth quarter now, we flash, and Kimmel again on the 2nd and goal. This time gets it in for the touchdown, 14-7 after the PAT. In the fourth quarter, later in this quarter, Hornets looking for late-game heroics, but third down with 2:50 to play, Stephen Lee gets sacked, and that's it for the Hornets. SBE holds on, 14-7. Go down to Alumni Stadium now. The Saints lost to BG in the sectional playoffs last year, but gave them a close game tonight. Wood gave them a close game before, not tonight. First quarter, Jake Mazzarella all the way to the house, 80 yards for the touchdown. It's 7-0 Bobcats, just like that. Later in the quarter, the Saints stop BG and they have the punt, but a little bit of trouble holding on to the rock. The fumble, Bobcats recover, and that when the route was on Mazzarella, this time just 8 yards out, a little bit shorter for him. Bainbridge Guilford wins big, 42-6. Out to the east now, Walton hosting Oxford. First quarter, Mike Beers fumbles the ball, and it's recovered by Chris Graves. Right place, right time for him. Takes the ball over. And now later in the first, Austin Kilmer breaking free for the Orange Crush, 45 yards to the house. That's a top play nominee, and it's 6-0 Warriors. Later in the quarter, Oxford's Jody Smith to Cameron Heggie for the 45-yard touchdown. The PAT would put Oxford ahead 7-6, but Walton wins in a big way, 42-28. Now let's check out with More of Class D. Moravia visiting Thomas Edison in Elmira. First quarter, Moravia making some moves. Edison driving, but quarterback Jacob Bahantka's pass picked off by the Blue Devils. The ensuing drive pinned deep in their own territory, but no problem. Check out Cody Spalding. It's like speeding through. Yes, we sped it up a little bit. He doesn't run quite that fast, but pretty good. 95 yards to the house. He scores 6-0 Moravia. Spalding would get another long touchdown run, and that would be enough for the Spartans. 43-14. They take their opener.